What's up, guys? Welcome to your fourth Android tutorial, the finishing touches lesson. And what we're going to do in this tutorial is basically get our ID that we're going to need for our XML layout that we set up in the last tutorial. And basically the ID is going to give you kind of a reference to your own personalized AdMob account where you get paid and all that good stuff. So we're going to set that up, and then I'm also going to talk through some pretty important stuff that you guys might be struggling with and kind of do an overview of everything that we've done, just in case if you guys are still having problems. So again, I want you guys to go to admob.com, log into your account, go up to this marketplace tab right here, and then sites and apps tab right here. Now I'm just going to scroll down to the bottom of this page. I'm going to skip over my earnings and stuff because that's probably against the terms to show you guys that. And right down here we have all of our applications that we want to have ads on, and your status should be red right here. Mine's green because I already set it up, just because it's going to save me some time at the end. I'll talk to you about that as well. But we're going to hover over basically our application, go to manage settings, and right here again I'm going to put a block or something right here. Here's your publisher ID. You guys want to copy this publisher ID, and I'm just going to copy that. And over here, then we're going to go back into Eclipse. Under our add unit ID, this is where we're going to set it up. I'm just going to make up one for the most part. It's going to look something like this. Who knows what it looks like. But an important thing is, if you guys copy and paste, what you should do, if there's like a space or anything, you want to get rid of that space. So that's one important key thing. And make sure there's no spaces, and it's again matches your ID that you guys set up a few tutorials ago, and we're basically done. The thing I want to show you guys though real quick is if we go into graphical layout, here's kind of our ad, and I'm on the 2.2 platform. Again, we developed for the API level of 8 when we set up our project, but as you can see, we're getting this error. Parser is not a bridge XML block parser. Here it can't really start up our ad view class that it's looking for. But that's just a problem with the 2.2 platform and the AdMob SDK that we downloaded. It's not your guys' fault. There's nothing we can do to fix it until they update the SDK for AdMob. And again, that's only for the 2.2 platform. I want to show you guys over here. I set up just a new project and a new XML file, basically everything we've done. And I'll show you what it'll look like if you're developing for like a 2.3 platform. It gives you a nice kind of layout of how much space your ad's going to take, and it'll look like that. But again, for the 2.2 platform, it's all messed up. It's trying to like send a text view or something, so that's why we're getting this error. It won't mess up your ads or anything, as I'll show you. So I'm just going to copy and paste my real ID over into the XML, because otherwise it's not going to work. So I just copied and pasted my real ID. Alright, so we're just going to start our application, and I'll show you guys how it looks, make sure everything's working right. And alright, let's see here. Did we not set up the ad size? Alright, if we forgot, I thought I did for some reason. We also need to set up the ad size, so I'm going to go into the XML again. This isn't my real code. Again, I just kind of copied it or messed around with this as well, so that's not my actual ID or anything, but we need to set up the ad size. So we're going to say ad size like this, and we're going to set this equal to all uppercase banner. So there we go. Alright, so now I'm going to copy and paste my real ad ID and start up the application again, make sure it works this time. Alright, let's see if this works. This bad boy. Alright, as you can see, we got an ad. Now you guys, it might take a little bit for you guys to get your ad to pop up. Generally they say it takes about 2 minutes the first time you start your activity. First time it gets called to AdMob, they check out, make sure your ID is legit, and you set up a project for AdMob, and then it'll load up your ad. So that's kind of why my status was green earlier when I showed you that AdMob site, because I set it up because I didn't want to wait 2 minutes. But let's talk over again real quickly. Actually, I'm going to change my ID, and then I'll talk over everything that we've done to make sure you guys are caught up. Alright, so let's go over everything real quickly again, if you guys are still having problems. So we set up a new project, or this is our old project, and we set up this reference library, the AddMob SDK. So you download that, and then you add the external jar. And then what we need to do is go into the manifest, and we had to have two permissions, our access network state and our access internet. So we added those. Then we had to add this activity. Again, the Google, or you guys have to type this out verbatim, com.google.ads.add activity, and then the configuration. And then what we did is we went and defined it within the XML layout, and we had to add this, basically this path, to our main linear layout so we could use the ads within this linear layout. Again, that has to be verbatim as well. And then we set up our ad down here by defining what we wanted to add, which was our jar and a class called addView. And we added an ID reference. We wrapped the content for the height and the width. We got our ID from the AddMob website. Set the banner size, or set the size to banner in all uppercase, which I forgot to do in the last tutorial apparently. We also said on create to true. So when our activity, which was menu, referenced this within the set content view, it's going to start and refresh our ad. So it's going to get a new ad update. So that's basically the end of the tutorial. If you guys want to set up a button that refreshes your ad or something, basically all you need to do is say addView, which is the type, and we're going to call this add and import addView. And then we're just going to say within parentheses addView, find view by ID. And also guys, if you guys are still watching, hopefully you are, you can't do AddMob with like a 1.5 or 1.6 platform. I believe it has to be the 2.0 and up platform, or API level of whatever that is, like 6 or higher or something like that. So yeah, you might want to keep that in mind as well. Then what we can do is say add and then dot load add, and we need to set up a new add request. So we're going to say add request like that with parentheses, and then we have to import add request as well, which is add request like that, my bad. Capital A and capital R, then import add request, and basically that will kind of refresh your ad, so you guys can put that within a button or something, or whatever wherever you want to refresh your ad. So hopefully that's kind of a quick overview of the AddMob. They've changed kind of the how to do it with this new updated SDK, which is messed up for the 2.2 platform, but it's no biggie. As long as you guys kind of think of how you want to place your ad, you'll be fine. And I'll catch you guys in the next tutorial where I'm going to show you guys how to put your application on the marketplace, get that going. So have a good one.